Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. This your boy Town Biz. All right, check this out. All right, so if in fact Nikola Jokic, whatever they call him, wins his third MVP, his third straight, well, it's just really no excuses for him not to get to the finals and win it all. Like I said, a trip to the finals should be minimum. That should be the minimum. A win in the finals should be the maximum. If he doesn't get to the finals, he's an underachiever and he should be held accountable. But you do have people that are protecting him and not saying he has to win a championship, saying that he doesn't have the roster and he doesn't have a whole bunch of superstars to win a championship. Look, at the end of the day, the best team gonna always win the championship for the most part. You know, that's just what it comes down to. But I need to give you guys a reminder for the people that try to say, well, he doesn't have enough help or he doesn't have superstar. Look, at the end of the day, you win with whoever's on your roster. And you can't make excuses. Well, you don't have this guy. You don't have that guy. You know, they're number one. They're number one in the Western Conference. You have a two-time back-to-back MVP. And he may win a third one. It's looking like he could win his third. And if he doesn't, like I said, anything short of at least a trip to the finals is a disappointing season. And to a certain degree, I just don't want to hear those excuses about he don't have enough help, he don't have this guy, he don't have that guy. Because all you have to do, I'm about to destroy that whole argument. The 2004 Detroit Pistons, what they did says it all. So it's just not really no excuses for Jokic. If you look at that roster, they had good players. They were just a team that had a whole bunch of good players. Really didn't have a standout guy, a superstar. They won that championship with Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Richard Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace. Good players, but not standout guys. So you can win a championship with a whole bunch of good players versus standouts or superstars. Not to mention Tayshaun Prince, to me, which quiet as kept, a lot of people thought Tayshaun Prince should have been the finals MVP instead of Chauncey Billups, based off the way that he didn't shut Kobe down, but he neutralized him. He didn't make Kobe a factor in that series. But they won with that team. So I don't want to hear no excuses about Jokic don't have the roster. He don't have the teammates. He is their best player. He is supposed to lead. All this stuff about people are picking on him and they're being unfair to him is hogwash. It's BS. It's cap. And once again, it has nothing to do with his color. Before Giannis won, I was criticizing Giannis. Okay? Giannis is black. But this is just what they're using as a safety net. And Charles Barkley needs to spend more time criticizing him than sitting up always basically coming down and harassing Kevin Durant. But then that's the type of dude Charles Barkley is. That's the type of dude he is. And by the way, it appears that Kevin Durant is going to return to the lineup maybe tonight. But I don't want to hear no excuses. The 2004 Detroit Pistons proved that you can do it. And they went up against a juggernaut of a Lakers team that had 4 first ballot Hall of Famers in the starting lineup. And they smashed them 4-1. Almost swept them. You talking about a roster that had Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Karl Malone. All first ballot Hall of Famers. And they were the overwhelming favorites not to win it all. A lot of people thought Detroit didn't have a chance. A lot of people thought that the Lakers was going to sweep Detroit. And Detroit went in there and they smashed them. They annihilated that Lakers team. And that's just real talk. So I don't want to hear no excuses about Jokic on whether he could do it or not. Anything other than at least a trip to the finals is a failure. And he needs to be criticized. He can't be pampered. He can't be babied. And even if he doesn't win a third MVP, he still should be criticized if they don't at least get to the conference finals. If they get ousted in the first round or the second round, nah, ain't trying to hear that. Ain't trying to hear that. You gotta keep it a buck. You gotta keep it a buck, man. So that's just it, and that's all. He gotta win. He gotta get it done. The same way there was pressure on the Golden State Warriors to get back to the finals, even though a lot of people didn't want the Warriors to get where they was and become the team that they was over the past, 10 years. It is what it is. They found a way. So I'm not trying to hear no excuses about why Denver can't go to the finals and win it all. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.